Welcome back to Unchained Crochet. This is Jen. We are starting clue number 2, Clusters of Hope today. I want to remind you, if you have not counted or you think maybe you need to recount just to be doubly sure that you have enough repeats of your lemon peel stitch, you can also, instead of counting the chain 2s, your double crochets, you can count your ridges. So let me get this close enough here. Here's a good color, I think. You can see a ridge on the camera pretty well right there. This is one ridge right here. It's about the width of a finger. If you turn it that way, maybe you can see a little bit better. There's one down at the bottom of the screen. So you can count your ridges. You should have 25 repeats, and then do row 1 of the lemon peel stitch again, where it starts with a single crochet, starts and ends with a single crochet. So after that, you're going to chain 1, which I've already done, and turn your work. And this is another way we know that we are working from the right side. We'll be starting this section from the back side of the piece. And if you remember, we put our little stitch marker right there on the corner. So your first row should start from the back side. After your chain 1 and turn, you're going to then single crochet into the first stitch, single crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, skip a stitch, single crochet, skip a stitch, single crochet. When I say skip a stitch, you're also chaining 1 at the same time. Skip a stitch, single crochet, skip a stitch, single crochet. So you have these single crochets separated by chain 1 spaces all the way across until you get to a few stitches from the end. This is the point in the piece where you can decide if you want to make a shorter piece. My measurements will be down in the description box below of my test piece. And I'm working with the same weight yarn, same hook, so this one should be about the same size. Mine is about 80 inches long. This lemon peel stitch completed our pocket, though. This is the back of the pocket right here at the top. So when you get further into this, you may decide you want to shorten your wrap, your overall length. You can just do away with X amount of row repeats. This repeat is 2 rows tall as well. So once you get to the last 3 stitches, you're going to chain 1, skip a stitch, and then you're going to just mirror the other side and do 2 single crochets in a row. Don't forget your last stitch. So then you're going to chain 3 and turn. And now you're going to cluster into that first chain 1 space you come to. And the cluster stitch is 4 almost completed, halfway completed double crochets, and your gathering stitches on your hook. So let's do that together for those of you who haven't done this before. You're going to yarn over, insert your hook into the chain 1 space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over, insert your hook into the chain space, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert your hook into the chain space, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, one more time, insert, pull through 2. So now we have 5 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through all 5, and then we're closing it up with a chain 1 space. I'll stay with you through the end of this row. Oops, dropped that one. Okay, when you get to the end, you're going to chain 1, and you're going to skip that first single crochet you come to in that pair at the end, and you're going to double crochet into the last single crochet. Did I say skip the first double crochet? Skip the first single crochet of that pair, double crochet into the last single crochet. Then we're going to chain one and turn. And we're back to row one. For row one, from here on out, it's going to look more like this. We're going to chain one, single crochet into that same double crochet we're right above. We're going to single crochet in the first chain one space, chain one, skip over the cluster, and single crochet between those clusters. Chain one, single crochet between the clusters, all the way across. Chain one, single crochet between the clusters. Okay, we've come to our last cluster. We're going to chain the one, skip over the cluster, single crochet around that chain one space, because the first two of the chain three counted as your double crochet. So now we're going into the second chain, or you can simply just go around that chain twice with two single crochet. That makes a nice clean edge as well. So now we're back to the cluster row, so we're going to chain three, I'll remind those who are newer to crochet how we make our cluster again. You've chained three, you've turned, you're going to skip over those first two single crochet, and we're going into that chain one space. So we're going to yarn over, insert your hook into the chain one space, yarn over, pull through two. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through two. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through two. Yarn over, one more time, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through two. Then we've got 5 loops on the hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through all 5 to close up the cluster and chain one. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through two. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through two. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, and pull through two. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, and pull through two. Now we've got 5 on the hook. Going to yarn over, close it up, and chain one. Continue placing your clusters all the way across the row. I just want to remind everybody that if you're new to my channel and just seeing this clue number 2, there are right and left-handed versions. They're in separate playlists, so just look for whichever one you need. Please join our Facebook group. It's Unchained Crochet. And you can share pictures of your progress there if you like. Or any pictures of your crochet that you want to share. Okay, we're on our last cluster. Chain 1, skip that single crochet and double crochet into your last stitch. Then chain 3, or chain 1, sorry. And we're going to start our backside row, the single crochet row. Okay. So that's your 2-row repeat. And you're going to repeat that until, if you want to, the size I made mine, make 31 repeats. And then repeat row 1 of the pattern once more on your first piece. Remember, we're making 2 of these. So this is, at the top here is row 1. This is, we're going to be slip stitch joining as we go our rows together at the end. And that's going to be in the next video. I just want to give everybody some time to get to the point where they're ready to seam up. But basically, you're going to make, on your first piece, 31 repeats, so count your clusters. You should have 31 clusters, and then repeat row 1 again of the stitch pattern. Then on your second piece, you're going to do 30 repeats and repeat row 1 again. Because on the 31st cluster row, we're going to join to this piece here. So it's going to be really, it's going to be almost invisible join. They'll be joined up right like that. And you're not going to be able to tell there's any kind of seam there. Because it's really not a seam. It's crocheting or joining as you go. So that is it for this clue. The next clue will be called intermission. And on the edge. So we'll be dealing with the bottom of the pockets and joining these two pieces together, but in reverse order. We're going to join the two pieces together, then we're going to deal with the bottom of the pockets. And again, this first clue that you did in the lemon peel stitch then becomes your pocket, like that. But don't sew it up just yet, because there's a technique to the construction, to the rest of the piece, where we're going to deal with the bottom of the pocket down here, but we're not going to sew up the sides yet. We're just going to let that hang like a little flap to work outward on the edges. Thanks for joining me, and you have a great day, night, wherever you are. Bye for now.